This is Mrs. Boyden, and I'm going to show you how to make chocolate pudding. That'll be the filling for your pie. And so the first thing I'm going to do is add sugar, which is 1 cup, and I'm increasing the amount by 1/4 of a cup because we're making chocolate pudding. And we're going to have 1/3 cup of flour, and sugar of course is for sweetness. Flour was for thickener, and salt is going to be for flavor. And then we're going to whisk those 3 ingredients together. And the next ingredient is milk. And of course milk is going to be the base of our recipe. And so here's the milk. I'm going to add our 2 cups of milk. And I'll whisk those ingredients together. You'll notice that my pan is not on the stove yet. And then once I've got my ingredients mixed, I'll set my pan on the stove, and I'll be cooking those at just over medium heat until my mixture comes to a boil. The next thing I need to do while my mixture has just come onto the pan or onto the stove is my chocolate's going to go into the pan. And I have 2 squares of unsweetened chocolate. The squares have been chopped into fine pieces. So I'm going to go ahead, I need to set the camera down to add the chocolate. You'll see the chocolate's just been added to the pan, and I'm stirring it, and the chocolate will slowly melt into the mixture. Next time you look, you'll see that my mixture is just getting ready to boil. You'll notice that my liquid is steaming now, and the chocolate is mostly melted. It still isn't boiling, but I've been stirring it patiently, and so soon it will be all the way melted and it will be boiling. So I will be back with you momentarily. You'll notice that my mixture is starting to thicken. We are almost to the point where it's going to boil. And so this is where it takes a little bit of patience, because you might be looking and saying, wow, is it boiling or isn't it? That's when we just have to say it's not boiling yet, because it's not, but you'll notice that it's getting harder for me to stir it. And all of a sudden the chocolate has actually melted all the way, and it's looking like chocolate pudding, but it's not chocolate pudding yet. We have to continue cooking it for a full minute after it's boiled, and then I'll take it off the stove. And so it's really thick, and oh, it's wonderful. Now it's boiling, and I'll start the 1-minute countdown. So I'm going to set the camera down now so I can hold on to my pan handle adequately, and I'll be back with you soon. Oopsie. My mixture's been cooking for a minute. Now I'm going to take it off the heat. And the next thing, I need to temper my egg mixture. And so I've got my beaten egg yolks here, and they're at room temperature, and I've got my hot liquid here that's really hot. And so what I need to do is to very quickly beat some of the hot mixture into my eggs. So the way I do that is I just bring my hot beater over and mix some of my hot liquid into my egg yolks. I don't want to pour the egg yolks directly into that hot liquid, because what I will do then is create some scrambled eggs into my pudding, and I definitely don't want to do that. And the purpose of the eggs is it's actually there for color and for flavor and for thickness. It adds a nice richness to my pudding. So I definitely don't want to have any scrambled eggs. And so I have to be very, very quick as I'm beating these eggs. So I'm going to go one more time and get another dollop of pudding into my egg mixture. And then I will transfer all of this back into the saucepan and beat it that way. And I'm going to have to set the camera down again because I only have 2 hands. So you'll just have to imagine that happened. I've just added or returned the egg mixture to the pan of hot pudding, and I'm going to stir it briskly to get it all mixed in, because I want to get those eggs thoroughly cooked. I don't want any raw egg in my pudding. And as soon as that's mixed, I'll add the remaining ingredients, which is 2 tablespoons of butter and vanilla, and my pudding will be done. You see my butter and the vanilla's just been poured in. We'll stir those and then it'll be ready. Then we'll just set it to the side to cool, and then it will go into my cooled pie shell that's been baked in the oven. And that's what you'll be making for your pie filling. That's all there is to making a cream pie filling. I hope you have fun. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. It's Mrs. Boyden saying goodbye.